Hello, God bless everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Sorry it took me so long, but I have things to do. So, it's not like a lot of people are really waiting for videos anyway. But, what we were gonna do was the change or the transition into walking more like Christ. It's not easy. It feels like it takes forever. Most of the time, that's all we really can do is change and transition to walking more like Christ. Reason to that is because we're not perfect. So we can't be perfect like God, but guess what? We can try to be more of a reflection of Him, of His love. So from going to not gossiping from going to gossiping to not gossiping, lying to telling the truth, addictions to being pure. There's just so many different ways that we have to change or need to change or whatever it may be. And honestly, those changes, they don't happen overnight. But yes, the more you seek Him, the more you unite yourself with people like Him, the more chance you have of making it easier for you to go through this process. And you have to know that you're not in it alone. There's other people out there who have the same problems you do, or even worse, who knows. But you have to reach out to those people. And a lot of those people that you can reach out to are from your congregation, your church. And if you happen to find someone outside of that region, well, that's fine as well, as long as you guys are on the same page and trying to make the same accomplishment, which is be more like Christ. So it's a challenge, and like I said, it's not easy, but it's something that you really honestly can do, because through Christ who gives me strength, what can't you do? You can do everything with His will. A lot of prayers, write down a list of prayers, pray for them, pray from that list every day, constantly, until you see results. Be careful what you ask for as well, because it can actually be misinterpreted, or maybe not exactly what you thought you wanted. So you really have to be careful what you pray for. And in the process of this is all learning. It's a big learning experience. You'll be able to teach yourself. It's like training yourself, just like losing weight or eating healthier, exercising, different types of things. It's almost the same kind of perspective. So what I can just suggest is just those things. Just keep seeking God every day, every day, every day. Especially when you don't want to, or you don't feel like it, or you're tired. That's when you need to seek Him the most. I know, like I said, it's not easy, because to be honest with you, transitioning into a different routine and changing the way you think has a lot to do with you moving forward, with you being more true to yourself, and pretty much just doing what you got to do and put God first. If you don't put God first, everything will be ending with frustration, pretty much. So just think about that. There's really not much into the transitioning and the changing phase. It's really just something that you have to do for yourself if you want to do it. And if you want to do it, you can do it, like I said. And just try to stay away from negativity. Try to stay away from people who are not supporting what you're trying to do. or try to stay away from situations, especially. There's just so many different ideas and different things that you have to avoid in order to make this process easier for you, even though it may not seem easy, because those are the only things that you know of, and what you how you were raised, or how you were brought up, or whatever. And yeah, it's not easy. And a lot of people think that okay, I can do this all by myself, I don't need help from no one. But you know what, in reality, nobody can do anything by themselves, and God didn't make others so that you can be alone. He's a God of love, and that's why he made everyone special the way they are, because everyone has a special gift they may not even know they have yet. Okay, and in order for you to find your gift, you need to pray about it. You need to figure out what you love and what can bring out your talent, and focus it towards God. Give back to God, because he's the one that's giving you this talent, so you can use it to show others about him. So whatever it is, it will turn around and do good for God if you allow it. And he will reward you, and you don't understand the happiness that you will have in your life because of it. It's just a process. It's a journey. It really is. And I just don't know how to explain it, because it's very overwhelming when you realize how much time you've wasted not seeing, and not realizing how much better your life could be than what it is right now. Okay, we're not promised tomorrow, and with a lot of these news going on in this world, it really, it's really something to think about. Like, I don't know about you, but I really don't want to be here, after the rapture and all that. And I just want to go home to my real home. This is all temporary. We're not taking this with us, So if you value so much what you have now that's not of God, then be prepared to lose it all. Okay? Because, like I said, only God's love is what stays forever. And what he has for us, he wants to give to us. We just have to be there to receive it and accept it. And it's up to you. It's up to you to open up to him. It's up to you. And a lot of people's actions don't go with their words, and a lot of people don't realize that, okay, it doesn't matter what that person says. It doesn't matter what that person says, because they don't pay my bills, they don't live my life, they don't know what I'm going through. That's true, okay? That's true to a certain extent, because you don't want people to look at you and say, oh, this is the type of person that's showing the love of God. I don't think that's Christ-like. And if you read the Bible and you study and you focus on him and you pray and he talks to you in different kinds of ways, or he hasn't talked to you yet, it's because he's waiting for you to realize what it is that you need to do to show his love. He wants you to show everybody who he is, not who you are. And who you are is very important, because who you are reflects the image of him. And if you don't reflect that image correctly, everybody's going to think you're a fool. Okay? And yeah, who cares what people think? But you got to remember. You have to remember, I'm over here talking all slang. You have to remember what it is that you need to show people, because guess what? There's people that are younger than you, who are smaller than you, who are still learning, and you're teaching without realizing that you're teaching, that are looking up to you. And it doesn't have to be your own kids, but it can be a neighbor, it can be someone that you're close to. I mean, it could be anybody. And they see what you do, and they see everything, and they observe, and they're like, oh, well, you know, that's cool, they do that, so I can do that too, or whatever the case may be. You always want to be a good influence, because God wants you to show his love. He wants you to remind people where they came from. Okay? We're all children of God, and we need to start acting like it and stop thinking less of ourselves. We need to be more like him and remember what his needs are, not our own. Okay? So just put that in mind, and it's really hard to walk that path, especially when there's people judging you. And guess what? People are going to judge you no matter what. But you rather have people judge you for being better than from being worse. You know, you want to be that good example. You want to have God give you those rewards. Trust me. And it's all worth it in the end. Just stay fighting, stay strong, okay? And it's really hard in this very angry, hateful world. We have enough hate, okay? So I really hope that helps somewhat, and whoever's listening and watching, I appreciate it. And you guys have a good rest of the day and rest of the week, and hopefully I'll be in touch soon. Thanks.